Well, you know, I don't want to be cheesy here, okay? But food always tastes better when you know that it's made with a whole lot of love.
That's definitely true, and that's what it's all about at Grandpa Mac in Rehoboth Beach. That's where foodie photog Mike and I got to try some fresh pasta and a super sandwich. At Grandpa Mac in Rehoboth Beach, the focus is on fresh pasta and dishes that pack a cheesy punch.
There are so many good food options in this area. You got to kind of be creative and be different to make sure that you're giving them a reason to come in.
Orion Cameron and his team make pounds of pasta every day.
I'm just kind of slowly hydrating here.
Once it's at just the right consistency,
if I squeeze it, but it can still break apart, it'll still crumble a little bit.
It gets a dip in boilers built to achieve a perfect al dente.
You can see it's got a nice little flex to it, but it's not overly cooked.
These large ridged elbows are destined to become a Delmarva dog.
Just a little pinch of cheese on top of it, and that'll give you that little bit of stringiness on the inside.
Add a generous ladle of 7 cheese sauce, mix in the hot dogs and caramelized onions.
And we're gonna jalapeno this bad boy up.
This puppy gets another layer of cheese, then takes a leisurely ride through the fire-breathing beast. Meanwhile, Orion is starting to visualize world peas.
So with the pesto sauce in there.
This green machine includes peas, Parmigiano Reggiano, and panko breadcrumbs. It also rolls through the oven, and before we know it, we've got a dynamic duo on our hands. Foodie photog Mike thinks the hot dogs were the perfect pairing.
The way they have kind of paired it with, again, the jalapeno, and I think actually the Dorito crumb really just makes a very interesting layered experience.
I asked Orion to add bacon to my pesto pasta.
They're almost like little pieces of guanciale. Like they're kind of like cut into cubes, and it's got that smokiness, that saltiness, and it just pairs really well with everything in this dish. The pesto is just so vibrant and herbaceous. You know, the peas, they're really nice too. They add like the perfect little crunch to them because they're not overcooked and mushy. They're still just retain that chew.
And these fried mac and cheese bites will leave you in golden brown bliss.
So even just picking this up, I can feel how perfectly fried this is. It's nice and crispy, but it's still kind of got like a give to it, and I can hear it crunching in my fingers.
We might not have had much room left in our stomachs, but we couldn't pass up on this.
Mozzarella, that's really for the melt. A little bit of white cheddar, that's gonna add some sharpness. We've got the goat cheese, that's gonna give you that creaminess. Kind of the meat of this sandwich is gonna be the mushrooms. It also gets caramelized onions.
I think I'm gonna suggest to Orion that he rename the sandwich to the Umami Bomb because that is exactly what it is.
After this savory journey, we leave off with a sweet homage to the man that inspired Orion and his brother Hari to continue his legacy of love.
Every meal comes with a Werther's Original in honor of the man for whom this restaurant is named. So that's just a lovely little detail.
So another note I want to make is that Orion and his team are very, very conscious about allergies and dietary restrictions. So if you have those and you go to visit, I guarantee you that you will be in good hands.
Absolutely. Very important. Absolutely. And again, that is Grandpa Mac in Rehoboth Beach. If you go, be sure to tell them that you saw him on Foodie Friday. And if you have any suggestions for Hannah or Mike, send it to us at newsroom@WMDT.com.